punishes the slight movement of Deliboid, because Deliboid is a person who will move his specials. Like, a lot of B reverses, just to get like the wave bounces, just to get like that movement.
He's gonna do some platform some platform fighter stuff.
Some platform fighter stuff, and it's gonna mess up because it's like a lot of your space is like, oh, it's because you're anticipating like a jump back or something here, and it's like no, he's gonna actually move his head at a very slight angle, but it's gonna completely whiff your move because of the B
Oh my god!
Do you have a jump? He does.
He does.
And that Zair is huge. Unfortunately,
Wasabi!
You're actually dead for this stock. You didn't have a bomb either.
Holy cow! What a start for Wasabi. Just as soon as you were talking about
Deliboid, I was talking about Deliboid's movement, and then he didn't even get the move. He didn't get the move.
And just like that, another 40%. Wasabi starting off so strong, so much momentum for this Greninja. And like I said, Wasabi so efficient with these early percent conversions. And the obby counter right there. Another obby counter. Is Deliboid dead again? No, he has a bomb.
You have a bomb, so you're going to be fine, but you have to get back onto the stage.
Great air dodge. That's lucky that he was ready that time. He's like, I'm not getting punished for this twice in a row. Making sure that Greninja isn't able to get him twice like that. But now, jump is still there. Zair will make him back as well. But there's so much pressure coming out from this frog that Toon like doesn't. He's not allowed to breathe.
Yeah, and that's another thing. A lot of these rushdown characters. Why a lot of these like you would imagine like a lot of characters that have like reflectors would be like the main way to beat a lot of these like characters with with a lot of projectiles. No, you simply rush them down. If they can't set up in the first place, then they're useless. So we're seeing quite a bit of that from Wasabi not letting Deliboid even get something going here.
And now you can see the waiting game starts. Wasabi with a lead, a 2-stock lead still, as the first stock will go the way of Deliboid. The fair finally connects, but a solid lead for the frog means that he can keep his distance. He can throw out some water shurikens, and he can just chill for a little while.
Yeah, but just like that in the rapid jab, if Deliboid getting something started to be pretty good for his mental, at least, because you much rather lose to like a tough 2-stock than lose even rougher with the 3-stock, right? But that's also like the fact that Tooling takes stocks early.
He does.
Tooling will take your stock early, so he's not even out of this yet. He took 37, sure, but if he can take the stock soonish, this is a real chance. Like this game becomes like even in the next like 50 seconds. However, he has to get back onto the stage.
Wasabi is playing super well, though. I think he's done like 2 really, really solid frame traps that led to a lot of percentage. The second stock on the air dodge punish into the forward smash was so clean, and now we're seeing him get grabs in neutral where I don't think like a lot of players would be able to get them. And now with 100% on, he's still looking for something. But hey, that bomb into up air conversion, 77% is not an uncomebackable point for Deliboid. And the next up out of Virginia, if he's able to live through this string, might have something on his hands.
The pushback!
Oh, that was so close for Wasabi. I think that would have killed if it had landed.
If it landed, but that's the issue, is he just slightly misspaced it. Now Deliboid is completely fine with how that down air landed, because once again, you double. Doesn't matter, you can't use that move on PS2.
Greninja moment.
Nice little up tilt into the turnaround bear. You lost your jump, by the way.
Are you dead? I think
you're fine. Oh, holding down there too as well. Nicely
done from Deliboid to make it back to the stage, but 133%. Greninja does struggle a little bit to get some convert.
I know exactly what happened there.
I'm gonna take back my words immediately.
Okay, so here's what happened. You can see here, he approaches with the fair, right? Or he approaches with the fair, but he moves back here, and Deliboid runs in. So that's what happened. You went in to try to anti-air him.
Shout out to KML Tournaments on the instant replay. Shout out to Kyle. He's got us back. And now Wasabi looking stoic, poised on the stage. Ready for a game 2. He didn't let the 2 stocks in a row that Deliboid got get to him. Didn't let his momentum get away from him. And now we're starting on game 2. We're back to PS2. Classic. I know Wasabi loves this stage. Even he shouldn't, frankly, because he's playing Greninja.
Yeah.
But he's blending in, using the green skin. And now low percentage combos his bread and butter.
But if you're Deliboid, that's actually you're so fine losing that game like that, because you were actually close to bringing it back. And there was a good chance if you got out of that disadvantage situation, you were probably taking it.
That's a really fast stock for Deliboid. We're not even 30 seconds into the game, and that's already a huge turnaround from game 1. Wasabi going for an edge guard, but the disadvantage from Deliboid, I think he might be dead.
Oh no, he did. I lied, and he held down there.
Oh my god. Intelligent stuff from Deliboid to make it back to the stage like that and make sure Wasabi can't contest. This is already an immediate turnaround. Just the adaptation from this kid is so quick.
Yeah, I was telling you, he's the next one up. And he got top 8 at Frosty, by the way. Like this guy's
cooking.
Good. He's a cooker. He beat Icon there too. Like he's he's been around. He's been around for the last year. Like he hasn't been putting his you know, his newfound freedom to waste.
Razor Shuriken won't land, but the smaller one will. As Wasabi playing catch up, but that fair will catch the jump from the ledge. 27% is all that Deliboid got of extra credit, but 70% immediately into 82. So much damage coming out of Toon Link.
Yeah, this character does so much damage. This character does so much damage. He kills rather early. Like we saw how early that bomb conversion killed off that side in the first stock.
Oh, this might be.
Oh, he messed up the double jump, but that could just be it right there. No good DI there.
But 120%, this Toon Link is pumping out damage like nobody's business, and I feel like Greninja has to work a lot harder to get a lot of that damage. The Obby counter was it was a smart attempt. I think if Deliboid had clicked down air there, there was a really good chance that he just died to the counter upwards. But we're back to neutral. Dash attack will take out Wasabi's get up, and now one stock lead, 50% for Deliboid. Wasabi back to the drawing board a little bit. Might have to make an adjustment if he loses this game too. Ooh, the Zair doesn't connect. The air dodge is good, but so much great follow-up. The advantage state, once again, the ledge trapping for Deliboid, looking great.
Yeah, and this is definitely a back air. Not gonna be able to find like a second landing because we've seen a lot of these recent like Toon Link players utilizing like back air conversions to get into those uppies off stage, because that's like a classic, like that's kill.
Oh yeah, jab reset into the forward smash. Obby is not missing those, and now the North Carolina crowd getting a little rowdy for them, a little bit more, and now another jab reset into a dash attack, into a forward air. So much damage.
Oh, this is bad.
Jump, the counter. I think you might be dead.
You're dead, and that just like
what
that.
a
ended.
comeback. Wasabi.
It felt over from the second that his Zair missed.
Yeah.
Because at that point, then you have to up B. And, well, Wasabi has not missed those counter punishes.
There's a smirk on Wasabi's face right now, and he's happy about the way that he won that game. He said, you know what, I'll give you a couple stocks, I'll give you a little bit of momentum, but I'm not letting you take the game. 2-0 now for Wasabi in this winner's bracket, in this pools matchup, and now Deliboid has to adjust, has to make sure that he can't choke out a game like that again.
Yeah, and once again, we saw a great start, We saw him come back in that game one.
The stuff he's doing is working.
It's working, and it's literally just a disadvantage. It isn't even necessarily like that. Zair missing was just rough. That was just a rough time all around for him. Because we've seen like that Zair, like when it feels like should never hit. I mean, should never be as connected as far as it does. You know, connected there. That felt closer than most Zairs I've seen from Deli today. But either way, just gotta keep up this advantage, because he's getting, when we talked about how easy it is to do damage and how consistent Toon Link can kill, but they don't necessarily link into each other, right? Like, you're not getting consistent damages that lead to kill in one combo. And with the character as sneaky as Greninja, getting finding your consistent kill option is a lot harder than people will let you think.
Just low profile so easily. The dash goes so low. When you dash attack, you're so low to the ground. It can be super difficult for any character to try to find some sort of start and make sure that, because with Greninja, with just such the slender body that he has, is so easy to slip out of stuff, and that's something that Toon Link is going to struggle with regardless of the character, and only made harder by Greninja. And now Wasabi just taking advantage of it, making sure that in his X Factor he's able to get it. But now, as soon as we say that, up tilt, up air will take the first stock for Deliboid. He's continuing the pattern from game 2. Hopefully he's able to close it out this time, push us to a game 4, game 5. But Wasabi, we've seen him keep up even in these deficits, has been so clean, waiting for the air dodge here, but smart recovery from Deliboid, the great timing on the up B. Bomb still in hand as well. He was probably pretty safe.
Yeah. I mean, actually, off stage, at that point, getting hit by a stock. Getting hit by a bear range is actually sort of killed. Yeah, the bear isn't necessarily weak, but it's not super strong. Either way, being able to take the stock with the classic, down tilt up smash, that's a classic for Greninja.
Z-drop bomb doesn't connect onto Deliboid. He's still at 0%, a fresh second stock. Nair into back air, a little bit of damage. Nicely done, Wasabi. It doesn't feel like a lot of these are real, but wow, he's so good at converting off these. The shadow sneak was zealous. That was really greedy. He didn't get punished for it, thank God for him, but
that pivot grab is insane. That pivot grab is actually insane.
This is a ridiculous advantage state from the Frog, and now the back air, you're just dead. 39% Wasabi pushing Deliboid to his last stock in winners.
Yeah, and this is going to be just a tough path to break. Because even those last few, game 1, yeah, he was down points the whole time, sure. But game 2, he was up by quite a bit, and that could bite him. Like I talked about how in the last set, right? You can't really think about what happened in the last game beyond like anything of I just have to do this better, right? Deliboid, I did talk about how he's he's the next one up. He's still on the younger side. That's not something he's been. Also, I say this as if he also once again didn't get top 8 at Frosty last year. But he's on like a bit of a younger side compared to some of these older competitors. So you haven't been in this situation as much as these players have.
Yeah, Wasabi is a man of poise and a man of composure. He does not tilt easily. He does not. And when he's in these late game scenarios, he has the X factor. He has the clutch factor to try to make things happen, even at a deficit. Now Deliboid pushing him down to his last stock. He does have to make up like 5%, but this is so close now. If Deliboid's able to push this to a game 4, he's going to be able to maybe make something happen. But Wasabi, like we saw in game 2, is so good in these late game scenarios.
The main issue here, though, is that Deliboid can't break through. Like he has to be the one to play back every time, which is as a defensive player, yes, that's just how the character works. But it's making it really hard to go against a character like Greninja, who doesn't even have to really fully aggressively approach when they choose to be aggressive, right?
Oh, the way I saw the vision for Wasabi, there was an up smash in his future, but really smart from Deliboid.
And not just gonna kill just yet. That's a stop.
That's gonna be dead, for sure. Bomb to fair. Deliboid not letting this one slip away.
And this is going to be actually pretty big because this is going to lead to a counter pick, and I'm not sure Wasabi is like, it's whatever, we go back to PS2 person, where he's like, oh, fine, they can actually go to the stage I want to go to type person. But
I think he probably wants to get off of PS2 at some point, just because he wants his up smash to be able to connect on the platforms. That would be nice.
Yeah.
If he could do that. But Deliboid, hey, that's a great adaptation from game 2. He said, you know what, I'm going to calm down, I'm going to make sure that I get my confirms at the end of the game, and I'm going to make sure that I'm able to take that stock. And he's not letting the pressure get to him. Young guy, you said, but he's starting to build that composure, starting to get that experience at top 8 at Frost. He's got to be playing back in his head right now. He's like, I want to repeat that. I want to get back there. And Wasabi is standing in his way, 2-1 lead for the North Carolina Greninja. And Deliboid has his work cut out for him. Has to win 2 more games in a row to make it at the reverse 3-0.
And also, just a little of a side note, we're running back to PS2.
We're going right back to PS2. Hey, what? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Although I guess I wouldn't say it was broken for Wasabi.
It happened. There was one interaction that may have screwed him, right?
Exactly.
But he still even won that game. So at the end of it, it didn't really do that much. But Greninja's aerials are actually so good at dealing with these projectiles. If they don't clink, they straight up beat them.
Yeah, they're really strong. They're surprisingly, all the multi-hits and stuff, they do really well against these Toon Link aerials. And I think the matchup experience is starting to come in a little bit for Wasabi. He was really comfortable in game 1. Game 2, he had to make a little bit of a comeback, but I don't know, it's gotten better and better each game for Deliboid. So maybe this is the start of momentum for our prodigy from Virginia, but the forward smash not enough from the middle of the stage. There's a bomb in hand, so bomb to up air, bomb to fair is an option, but Wasabi not allowing himself to get hit by any of these projectiles. There we go.
That's a stock. There we go. And Deliboid, once again, you can see like the slight movement is also something that's also not talked about is the amount of just like effects in this game. That's a stock.
That's clean.
That's a stock.
That's a Wasabi classic. The up air drag down off of the jab reset. Super clean stuff. He does that in his sleep, and he's going to be able to make it back to 0-0, 2 stocks apiece. Up smash to get some damage down for Deliboid. And this is solid stuff. We said Toon Link has a pretty ridiculous damage output, and this is a great start to the second stock.
Yeah, okay, so I was talking earlier how it's not talking a lot in this game. That's a nice home. Can this be it?
Dead?
Oh, I think you messed up a little bit. I think you accidentally reversed it right before you let it go. But this game has quite a bit of just loud vision. You can't do that. You have to go in.
The shadow sneak! The X factor for Wasabi, he saw that in his dreams, and he read him so hard. He said, I'm punishing, if you do this, I'm punishing that every single time.
But just like that, it doesn't matter. Deliboid rolled his eyes, decided to, let's lock in for the last stock, right? Keeping it close.
That's really, really good stuff from the young gun. Making sure that he's like, I saw the exact mistake I made. I'm not letting it get to me. I'm moving on. And now we're starting off on this fresh stock number 3. And he's getting the damage down. 49% already on Wasabi. No punish on the down air as well. These bombs in hand make it so difficult for Greninja to approach. He's got to play a game of like Jenga Tetris to make it through, just to touch Toon Link. And now, nice grab as well. So much stuff, Space Invaders going on.
The bomb came down too, right there.
I'm getting overwhelmed by the amount of projectiles on the screen to make sure, and like Wasabi has to be like struggling a little bit to make sure he can get his combo starter.
Yeah, that could be it. No, not just yet, though.
122%. There's a lot of damage. I like the aggressive Shadow Sneak to try to get back some stage control, but the fair is going to be enough. Game 4 goes the way of Deliboid, only 43%. That's a pretty comfortable win for Deliboid.
Pretty comfortable. Even though we thought, like, you know, he got the he kind of lost his first stock, not really early, but kind of at a position he didn't want to, because he like just got the lead there, and then you saw the drag down into the jab block.
I was a little worried after the Shadow Sneak,
but then the Shadow Sneak happened, and he lost. That was an early stock for him, an early stock loss for him, and then he was just like, okay.
This guy's locked in. Look at him. He's ready. Rolling his eyes. He's ready to go for the game 5, and this would be a reverse 3-0, and Wasabi has to chill out a little bit, has to relax, has to be able to find a way, or has to find a way to thread the needle around these
water. Oh, this is prime icing.
He's icing. He's pulling a yo-yo guy. If any of you from North Carolina, you know what's up.
The classic, you know, just pull the water out, take as long as you need to get that water. Just ice, slap the momentum if you can.
I wonder if we pick a different stage. I wonder if there's like a pace change that Wasabi's looking for, because I think Deliboid has gotten really comfortable on PS2, and we're gonna stay on PS2. Wasabi.
You can hear Virginia, like in the back right now, or like a little bit actually MDVA. This once again, the fact was Deliboid's one of the younger side, so there's a lot of players that he's friends with that are gonna be there to support him, and that's gonna be huge for you for mental, because he's also not a headphone wearer.
Yeah,
he hears this.
He's listening to the crowd. He's letting it feed his energy, and he's keeping the momentum up. So much damage on this Greninja already. 7.3% is all that's on Deliboid. He's keeping his distance so effectively, and it's getting harder and harder for Wasabi to find a way through these projectiles. And look at, there was almost an up air there. I don't know if it would have killed. We're at pretty low percent right now, but
yeah, probably not. I think it had to be like a tip. He probably has a tipper hit.
I think so, something like that. I feel like that move kills way too early to not have a tipper sometimes.
Bomb. Oh, but you actually just caught it with F tilt.
Forward throw, bomb gets thrown, and that's going to cover his recovery as well. Wasabi going to get back to the stage.
But you have to watch out these jumps, because these jumps keep coming out. You keep getting
the back air.
You don't have a bomb, and you're actually. Oh, you kept your jumping. It doesn't matter because you got kicked out.
And he's going to live through it too. That's a great comeback on the first stock for Wasabi. Smart stuff. We didn't see that many counters in Game 3 and Game 4.
We did not.
So now the counter coming back out, the pace change for Wasabi is immediate and ready, and the back airs now. He's ruthless off the stage.
But this is what I was talking about. Like these offstage like jumps he's doing are getting caught really consistently with these back airs. Wasabi's following up like his rolls, right?
Really good call out on the jump.
Take it, though.
Shadow Sneak will make it back to the ledge, but the dash attack will 2-frame.
F tilt.
It was F tilt.
F tilt, yeah. Because that's one of Deliboid's classics. Because it also, you can't really roll past it because the hitbox starts when it's behind him. So we see that quite a bit. It also does one thing, flip that ledge, as you saw there. That was an amazing call out.
Almost a good idea from Wasabi, but now the drag down doesn't. Nice tech from Deliboid to make sure that there's no follow up. A nice grab. Wasabi going back to the shades of Game 1 and Game 2, where he was so clean in the up smash.
Not gonna do it just yet, but now you have to land.
Parry as well. There's nothing found for Deliboid. There's so much percent, and now Wasabi locked in on this stage, on this stock. So much damage. The Razor Shuriken won't land.
Oh, this is really
you dead?
Bad. No, you actually made it back. You fast throw that, and you let him live. But that fair is still gonna hit him.
Now the back air is going to be enough. Wasabi 22% on this second stock. He has so much momentum, so much room to work with, and Deliboid on his last stock in this winner's bracket. It's scary for him. He needs to find something magical in order to make this comeback happen.
We're also seeing, like, we really are seeing, like, the lack of out-of-shield options that Toon Link has. Oh, good jump out of there. But because, like, normally people think, like, the out-of-shield option, it's like, it's uppy, right? But uppy is not that fast.
Are you dead?
If you have a jump, that's the issue, is if you have a jump. But you messed up, and it actually could. No, but you don't get a punish there.
Deliboid lives to see another day. Counting his lucky stars is now Wasabi. Maybe kicking himself a little bit for missing that opportunity, but he still has a lot of room to work with. Still, like, a fresh stock, a third stock to work with, and Deliboid racking up percentage very slowly. 85% gets closer and closer to losing his stock every day.
But you can't get a follow-up there. You can get an up here that's not going to kill just yet.
So much damage now.
Oh, but you...
Back air is so weak, it's not going to do anything there. Looking for the F tilt, but doesn't find it, and now Wasabi finding the center of the stage again, the up smash! And that's going to be enough, and Wasabi prevents the 3-0, prevents the reverse 3-0, steals his nerves, and completes a 2-stock onto Virginia's up-and-comer, and Wasabi will move on in the winner's side of the bracket out of winners quarterfinals.
Yeah.
really clean stuff from the Frog. I mean, I was a little nervous for him after Game 3 and Game 4. Really good stuff to Deliboid for not letting the first 2 games get to his head and making sure that he was still able to keep it competitive, push it all the way to a Game 5. But you can see the disappointment on his face there. It's got to feel a little bit rough.
And I think right now we're gonna go to Mr.
Is that Mr. E and Sen? Oh my! Did we get to see a banger this early in the bracket?
What do you mean? You're making it sound like this is the first one.
We get to see so many bangers this early in the bracket. I'm telling you, we don't have